Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the 4 levels of consciousness. How to live your life in flow, how to manifest things when we're raising consciousness levels, when we're going from level 1 to level 2 to hopefully get to level 3. What I'm aiming for throughout this whole entire journey is to completely get you to level 3. Because this is what I literally aim to live by on a daily basis. This is what I live by and I completely do. And what's massively changed for me is meditation. Like I went over on the week 4 was all on rituals. Doing rituals on a consistent basis, going through this stuff completely changes everything. You know, if you can learn ways, and obviously the next module after this, I show you specific ways on how to live your life and through me. And there's some principles on how to do that. Then when we get to align with those principles, it's very, very easy to go from here to here very, very fast. So don't get panicky if you're like, oh, I don't know, I want to live it through me, I want to manifest more things. Realize it's a process, but if you live by fundamental principles, you will definitely get there. So today and right now on part 2 is all about the time delay and really understanding how to manifest things faster. And they've done quantum studies all on this stuff, on down to the T, on how this specifically works. So think about this in a representation. Usually this right here, level 1 usually takes, let's just say it takes literally 10 hours to do a task. Let's just say you got to do a task. In Toomey mentality, it would usually take 10 hours. Usually it would take 10 hours. If you live in life at Toomey, it usually take 10 hours to finally go to the gym. But in Buy Me, it's just like, I don't care, it'll take me 1 hour instead of 10. So look at it like this. Every single level you go up, it's times 10. So if this takes 10 hours in Toomey, what it's going to take in Buy Me to get what it takes this person, it would take 10 hours. And then if we increase it even more, let's just go like this. How long would it take here? So if it was 100 hours, this would literally take 1 hour, and it would take 100 hours in literal Toomey is literally 1 hour in through me. How crazy is this? So think about it like this. Let's just say this was 10 hours, this was 1 hour, this was 10 hours, and this was 100 hours. Let's just say you were doing sales calls, as a fun analogy. If you were literally hustling harder in Buy Me, and I'm doing 10 hours, I've got to make more money, and I'm trying to literally get on the phone, what I'm doing is I'm hustling. It's probably going to take me 10 hours, but if I'm aligned with what my intentions are, and I'm still taking action, it's only going to take me an hour to what it usually takes 10 hours. Pretty cool, isn't it? And even if we go up a level, let's just say this is 10, this is 1, this is 100, and this is 1,000. This is usually the time differences of what it usually takes, even to manifest things. If you're wanting to manifest things, it's going to take you 1,000 more hours to get even closer than it usually takes in an hour. Can you understand each level that we go up? It's so important to get all these things aligned and be operating at that level by living at the principles in order to attract different things into your life. This completely transformed everything for me. I remember a mentor taught me this, and he just literally said, try to live in through me. Just aim to live your life in through me. Do the exercises, do meditations, live in those principles, and I can promise you, everything will start showing up in my life. I can promise you this. The things that have showed up in my life when I started operating it through me has just been phenomenally amazing. I can't even comprehend right now. But it all started in here. It all started by me living by these principles. And once I started living by these principles, magic started happening in my life. So this is the time difference of what it really takes in every. So usually if you're hustling 100 hours, all you got to do is get aligned with this. And obviously it's going to be less time, less hustle, and more results and more freedom. So those are the first principles around that. So I want you to write all those down to go into it. And I'm going to help you understand the quantum understanding. So this all literally connects. How important it is to really visualize and meditate so you have a full understanding. So remember what I said, have an open mind around this, and I'm going to show you 2 worlds. So there's 2 worlds that we have. We have a physical world, and we have a metaphysical world. These are the 2 worlds that we live in. You know, the physical world is the place that you can see everything right now. You can see me. You know, you can see everything around you. If you looked around you right now, these are all the things in the physical world. But like I said before, everything starts in the metaphysical world. Steve Jobs created this phone from the metaphysical, inside his mindset, before he created it into the physical. He had to have those thoughts in order for it to come into fruition. Those places threw me in a way. Even though he was a hustler, he worked hard, he still was operating in a high level of vibration. Because you can't manifest what he did in blind me. He had to have some through me and trust in himself that he was going to work it out. And when he did that, all of a sudden things started showing up. So we have two worlds right now. So I want to give you an understanding of vibrations and how long it usually takes for you to start manifesting things. Because people always ask me, Zach, but I've been trying to meditate your thing for 3 weeks, man, and it's just not working. Can I just get a sign? I'm going to show you and give you a good analogy so you can completely understand this. Have you ever had a toy boat before? When you're a kid, did you ever buy a toy boat? Or maybe you have kids, did you ever buy them a toy boat? I'm going to give you an understanding and a metaphor so you can really understand this at a deep level. So let's just say you buy a toy boat. And if I throw the toy boat in the water and I say, I want it to go right, how fast does it usually turn right? If it's a little toy boat and I want it to go right, it just goes right, straight away fast. Faster than the speed of light, right? That's the same with the metaphysical. Metaphysical world is, if I can be wherever I want to be at any moment, if I want to be in Hawaii right now, all I've got to do is close my eyes and feel like I am there, and instantly I can see the pictures. Like if you wanted something right now, how fast can you get the picture in your head? If you're focused on it, you're manifesting it, you can get it straight away, right? That's like the toy boat. Straight away it gets what you want. Instantly, it gets what you want. But what tends to happen when it's an oil tank? This is high vibration. The pictures in your head are like the small boat. Where low vibration, physical world, this is a low vibration. This is like an oil tank in the ocean. If I want to turn right and say I want to make more money, it's like, cool, I want to make more money, and it starts to turn. But it literally takes a K to 2Ks for it to finally even turn. That's the metaphysical world, higher consciousness coming down into form in this physical realm. What am I specifically talking about? I want you to look at everything is fast in the metaphysical world. If you can literally meditate every day and focus on exactly what you want for your life, you can feel like you're actually there. And your brain can't tell the difference between what you're imagining and what you're actually experiencing. So what you're doing is you're setting intentions. And usually they've done a study where they say it takes 6 to 8 weeks for things to start showing up. So the things that are showing up in your life right now are just a perfect representation of what you were doing 6 weeks ago. So that's why I even say when people are depressed right now, it's not actually going to affect them right now. It's going to affect the energy in 6 to 8 weeks because you're setting weeds in your garden. And if you're setting weeds in the garden and all of a sudden you don't overcome those weeds, like we do those limiting belief clearings, it doesn't matter how positive you are. If you were negative 6 to 8 weeks ago, you're setting intentions for 6 to 8 weeks to be negative. And you're thinking when you get there, why am I manifesting this shit into my life? Well, 6 to 8 weeks ago. It's not now. What you need to do now, you need to change and focus on what you really want for your life. If you want anything, a job interview, start focusing on it. It's like, for instance, if I close my eyes and I want an elephant in the room, close my eyes and I'm like, imagine, why did it show up? But instantly in my head it did. But usually, like I said before, it's an oil tank. It takes time. And then all of a sudden, what will happen? You go to the zoo one time, some friend in 6 to 8 weeks will come to you and say, do you want to go to the zoo? And you've attracted that experience. And they're like, yeah, cool. And you've forgotten about what you set the intention for, the elephant. And then all of a sudden, you see the elephant. And when you usually manifest, it doesn't always come in the way that you want it. Let's just say you want an elephant to just show up in a room like that. It mightn't show up in a room, but you'll attract experiences where an elephant will be there. And it usually takes 6 to 8 weeks. So the friend takes you there and then you see the elephant, you're like, crazy, I've always wanted to see one. Has that ever happened to you? It happened to me. It happened to me with scuba diving when I wanted to go scuba diving. I set the intention for it, forgot about it. 6 to 8 weeks later, I was scuba diving. Forgot all about it. Because my partner obviously got me something for that to go there, but it happened as an experience. I had no intention of going. Everything falls into place when you trust. So look at it like this. Everything that you're seeing in the physical world right now, you've planted in your subconscious. And now it's in the physical world because you started in the metaphysical. If you're attracting scarcity, no money, I'm sorry, like I said, it's responsibility on you at the start. But you've got to understand, if you want to change, you have to change what's going on in here. Have you ever liked Lego? Or maybe your kids like Lego? How cool is it like Lego? All of a sudden you buy a Lego set and you come out, you open the Lego and you're like, cool, I'm going to like put everything together, and there's this red cube. And what do most people try to do? They're like, it doesn't fit. And then they try to, in the physical world, try to change things in the physical world. And they try to spray things. They're like, oh, I need it to be a yellow Lego. So they grab the spray, they spray it, and they try to cheat their way, trying to put it together, but it still doesn't. And it's hard work, right? But what I would say is, what if you put all the Legos back, the way you see the world right now, and you put them all into the pack again, send them back to the factory, and then you start asking for different things, an easier one, or things to flow to you a little easier. And then all of a sudden the factory will start giving you different Legos. Cool analogy, isn't it? Everything starts in the metaphysical world. If you want to change your life, you've got to start setting intentions. I'll literally show you how to attract things by living by certain principles. But the biggest thing I want you to realize is everything that's going on right now, you have created. You have created everything. This is your world. You're looking outside your own eyes and you're manifesting everything on a daily basis. If I think of shit, I think of the worst case scenario, what has to show up in literally the physical world? That shit. But if I start focusing on all the abundance I want and I start living like that person, my only focus is on abundance, attracting more money, attracting more love, abundance, making love, feeling love. I'm going to experience love, so I'm going to attract it. You got to understand anything that you truly desire, even if you think in no chance, how the hell is this going to happen? I want to be a leader. I want to have a business. I'm just not a business person. But if we literally start setting those intentions, what has to show up in the physical world is that. This is magic. This right now. You might be trying to analyze this right now. I don't want you to analyze it. I want you to, and this is when I heard this, I had a sense of knowing where I connected through a feeling. It wasn't my analyzer, my left brain that was saying, what the hell is this supposed to talk? This doesn't make any sense, you got to do this. But my intuition was telling me everything right now feels right, so it is. This is your intuition. And if you want to set intentions, think 6 to 8 weeks, it's going to happen. People ask me all the time, how long does it usually take to start seeing results in the metaphysical world? How long can I start until I start seeing results? Like I said before, 6 to 8 weeks. Because the physical world and the metaphysical world are the same time difference. If I took you into a gym and the physical world, like let's say physical world, I took you into the gym and you hadn't trained before, how long is it usually going to take to start seeing some results if you're consistent? Usually it will take, 6 to 8 weeks to start seeing changes in your body. That's been proven. Obviously, you can ask any PT, it will usually take 6 to 8 weeks to start seeing some changes in your body. Even if they're minor changes, it's still going to see some changes. So, but think about it. People think it's different to the metaphysical. If I meditate exactly what I want to manifest for my life, what's going to show up in my life? 6 to 8 weeks from now, you will start seeing results. That's why if you meditate once, you're not going to get results. You might feel a little bit peaceful inside, but it's just like going to the gym. You might go to the gym once and pump up your muscles. I feel really buff, man. I feel really buff. And then I'm feeling like this. But all of a sudden, the next day, your whole body's sore, your emotions are down because you're not used to it. And then you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be this sore, because they think in their head they're always going to be sore. So they make any excuse not to do it. The same with this. Metaphysically, if I meditate, I know the benefits because I felt so relaxed. But yeah, I'll do it tomorrow again. I'll do it this week. I'll do it a couple of times a week. And then they don't do it. And then they tell me meditation doesn't work. Understand these things. You start seeing results in the physical form and the metaphysical form 6 to 8 weeks if you are consistent. So look at it like this. What you wrote down on your vision, I want you to literally focus on something for 6 to 8 weeks every single day, living and breathing like you already have it. And all of a sudden, you tell me, you'll message me and say, Zach, this is showing up in my life. And I'll say, no shit. I have no surprise when people say, I started setting these intentions and magic started happening in my life. It doesn't mind blow me anymore. There's no coincidences to me anymore. When people tell me these magic things, I used to be like, whoa, that's amazing, I can't believe that happened. But it's just like, you did the intentions. You followed the law of attraction, you set the intentions, and then you followed that path. Of course things are going to show up in the physical form. Of course everything that you want is going to happen. Everything that you truly desire will happen when you go by these principles, when you go by these laws. Tomorrow's day is all on how to live your life in through me, but I want you to understand right now, be the factory. Don't try to change things. Change it in here first, and this will follow that. Remember, outer world follows inner world. Get the inner world aligned, and the external and everything you truly desire will manifest. I'll see you on the next